Well, hey, what's up? Yeah, well, I've been trying to talk to you guys about this guy for a bit now, but I don't know. The schedule is driving me bananas, and it's like absolutely difficult to follow. And no, that is not a knock on the actual unit that's available this week. Don't cancel me. I don't care. I don't cancel a thing, but really, it's frustrating because Wednesdays were so good for me, and now it's like, well, I don't know. It could be on Tuesday, it could be on Wednesday. Who knows? Maybe it's a Friday, and that's just too much. I don't know. I need to wrap my head around something. I need a plan. I like plans. I don't like surprises at all. But anyway, it's not a surprise now. We know who's out. And took me this long to talk to you about it, but that's because there's reasons. A bunch of people in my life decided to have medical emergencies last week, and like independent emergencies. Like they couldn't even like band together and have the same emergency, which was kind of really annoying. And I felt like that would have been really cool if they could have done that, because then it was like a one-stop shop. You just show up, deal with the emergency, hang out at the hospital, like pop into all the room. Hello, 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 hello. How you doing? How you doing? All that kind of good stuff, and like, be a good person times 64, how many times I need to do it. But no, they had to go and split it up and do, different things, and so that was inconvenient, but it seems like everyone's fine now, so that's good. Anyhow, I am excited to talk about Final Fantasy IX because I really, really love the game, and it has a very special place in my heart, because it was kind of the last game I could play before I had to like become like an important adult, and I was able to really just play it start to finish, kick my brothers out of the room, kick my sister off of it, and be able to like take ownership of that console and be like, no, you're ranking seniority, or I don't know, that was never my voice, but I probably would have given that voice if they even tried to talk back to me, but they didn't, because they were scared of me. So it was really easy to get console time, actually. So yeah, I mean, that was like a really fun game for me, and I know it's like the animation is really controversial, I suppose, but I thought some of the cutscenes were absolutely beautiful. And I cried so many times during this game, and little fists on the chest. That and some daggering of the hairstyles. That and there was just so many good moments. Some fraying of life stories and things like that. So it really touched me without wanting to be, super, super spoilery. It's a great game. I feel like I want to encourage people to go play it. So please do. Well, please do. I don't know. I don't get kickbacks for it, but please do if you want to play a good game. Please play it if you want to tell me that you played a good game and we want to talk about it. How about that? That's the right sentence I was going for. Anywho, let's go look at what's going on and who we've got this week, which is, and I'm sorry, let's get this out of the way right away, but it is, I'm gonna say it is Zidane, and you're gonna hate me for it. A bunch of you are gonna hate me for it, and actually, what you should do is probably just turn this video off now, because I figured if I try and be like, oh, well, they told us in the live stream that it's supposed to be Zidane, and then I try that, I won't be able to stick to it. And then I'll just be going back and forth between them, and I don't want to deal with that. So I'm just going to go with Zidane, because that's what I called him when I played the game. And yeah, whatever. Put me on mute, just like they didn't say his name in the game. You can put me on mute, and then I won't say the game in your ear now. So it all works out. Anyhow, I haven't done this summon yet. It's because I can't decide if I want to just like go ahead and get more shards / butts. Hope in his dead eyes keep staring at me, and Hope in his dead eyes keep wanting me to like do things, and every time like I think he's in my like weirdo party. Let me see. Is he in my first party right now that I'm running through things? I'm pretty sure he is. And him and his dead eyes are like, yes, he is. Oh, and he doesn't even have something equipped. And him and his dead eyes are like, oh, proficiency, upgrade, or, you know how it goes. And I'm like, no, stop looking at me with your dead eyes and being excited about that, because I don't want to buy shards for you. Anyway, yeah, so I haven't done that yet. But yeah, Bart/Butts is probably the best pick. Because, I've got the rest of these guys, don't worry about that. What we should be doing, though, well, we should just look at my, my gal Dagger, just to read about her, because I do love talking about the units, and we're going to have a lot to talk about with, Vivi. Just in a couple of days. I know, joke's on you. You're going to get 2 videos from me this week. Well, maybe if you're lucky. Or unlucky, I guess. No matter which way you look at it, something's going to happen. But, well, we should talk about these guys first. And so I should talk about her. And she is the Princess of Alexandria, who appears in Tales of the Distant World of Gaia. She escaped with Zidane in hopes of finding a way to stop her mother from invading other countries. While traveling under the alias of Dagger, she learns 2 truths. That of her birth and that of a plot that will lead to the world's destruction. Kind of heavy, right? Kind of heavy. Her limit verse is the Prayer of Purity. It removes all debuffs from allies within range, then recovers HP of a large variety and raises all attack resistance for 3 turns. And then her TMR is the Silver Pendant. It's got some defense and spirit and critical evade on there, as well as like a little HP stat. Poison Petrified Toad Nullification. Seems kind of self-explanatory, no? That's a pretty good name for it. Anyhow, it will nullify those things for allies within range for 3 turns and recover AP. And let's see. We could talk about her little things here. She's this Princess of Alexandria. She is the Sword Sorcerer, and she's also a Kodadama wielder, which actually Kodadama wielders are actually really fun. I like that one a lot. So I'm really, really happy to see her. She was a favorite character of mine. It's very debatable, especially depending on who you debate with and their intelligence level, as to whether she is exactly the protagonist of Final Fantasy IX or if it is Zidane. Which one is actually the protagonist? I remember having a nice heated debate about this in our Discord. And I'm going to go with her being kind of the secret protagonist. So, think about that, mull on it, and let me know what you think. I say let me know what you think, but then I'm always too afraid to go back into the comments. Also, medical emergencies and whatnot, I don't always get there. But also we have a Discord and love to talk about story things in there, so feel free. That's a great place for conversation with me, if you so desire it. I mean, why wouldn't you? And also, why would you? Both things can be true at the same time. Okay, let's go see what is up with Zidane. So he is Monkey Boy / what's this? Oh, Honorable Thief. He's a Vanguard Striker class. It's a job that can gain the advantage with its own courage effect by using an ability that seals courage removal and aim to deal high damage consistently by boosting its damage when landing critical hits and by buffing its slash attack resistance, piercing rate, etc. He also is a High Dragoon, Vanguard Striker class, a spear-wielding job that uses its own panel piercing attack alongside other offensive abilities such as jump, HP absorption, and a stun attack. And then lastly, we have Operative Vanguard Striker class, a job that creates advantageous opportunities in battle by increasing the evasion of surrounding allies and lowering its own hate. So even just thinking about Wind right now, he's got a little bit of, I want to say camaraderie, but synergy, I should say, fancy word, with Flagbearer, Reform, Glaciella, and then also a little bit with Rysol, our dagger-wielding, dark crystal, whatever she is, adversary. So, you know, like the wind element is like kind of looking for a big, probably a big boost that would be good for them. Earth has been receiving like a lot of strong units, and they've been pretty decent. And wind, it's time, you know. And also ice has been able to kind of thwart wind pretty easily. So wind is definitely in a place where it needs a bit of a boost. So I'm kind of curious to see exactly what this guy's going to give. And maybe it's been so long since I didn't talk about him, like right when he came out, that everybody knows already. Well, then tell me or whatever, but then I won't read the comments. So just tell me in my Discord or something. I want to read the comments, but I just get so scared. I don't know why. So yeah, anyhow, I think it's because it's like, oh, this is something I should be doing, and then it's like on the back of my mind, and then I'm just like, oh, it's something I should be doing. Oh no, and then I run away from it, like in true procrastinator fashion. I want to do it, but yeah. Oh, also, I have some really cool figures from Final Fantasy IX. I'll have to maybe they're in my intro. They might be in my little intro. You might be able to see them in there, but if not, then I'll try and take a nice little picture for y'all. If you care about that, and if you don't care about that, that's fine. That's fine. You don't have to look at the picture. Stop being so mad about it. Anyway, his Limmer versus Solution 9. Let's see. It will raise his own physical damage for 3 turns while dealing large damage to a single target, while lowering own AP consumption for 3 turns. And it looks a little bit like this. Just want to see. Just want to get up on that and see. And you don't have to get actually up on it. You can just see it. Yeah, there he goes. All in on that bomb. So yeah, he looks pretty strong. His TMR is a Thief's Scabbard. It's a dagger scabbard from a distant world. Ooh, dagger. Remarkably light and durable. It is an extraordinary piece that does not hinder the wearer in battle, even should they perform acrobatic movements. Records state that it was favored by a young thief, said to have a tail. And it seems that the design was gradually refined until reaching its current unrestricted functionality. This reminds me of like back in my FFBE days when I talked about Zidane. When I don't know. I dared to mention that his romance with anybody, I don't want to spoilery anything, was like always kind of curious, because it was like, okay, well, what happens with the tail? And people got really mad about it, and I felt bad. So I won't say that today. I'll just remember the conversation that I had about that, in which people were upset, and then we don't have to. Well, we won't talk about it because I'll be afraid to go to my comment section anyhow. Anyhow, thieving with care. Oh, we should talk about this. This is an accessory. You get a little bit of HP, 4 accuracy, 8 crit, 4 defense, 9 spirit. Yes, it's true. I'm having some vodka drinks. Stop asking me. Anyhow, this will bestow a barrier on self that reduces physical damage 3 times while raising accuracy rate for 3 turns. So if that's what you're all about, put that scabbard on you, slap it on your back, and get all accurate on your opponents and stuff like that. So is it any good? Good? Well, I don't know. Well, I don't know. It's been a week. You tell me. No, don't tell me. Well, tell me. We're kind of in a tough situation with telling me things. I think he looks really cool, and I really love this game. Like I said, it was super heartwarming. There were like some amazing characters in this game. Beatrix, really, and Freya broke my heart in Freya's story. We won't even get into Vivi because that's next week. Or no, sorry, in 2 days from now. Jokes on you. But Zidane was never my favorite necessarily, but I really loved Garnet and Dagger. And so I liked him by relationship and by also the fact that he was, I guess I should like maybe put this on video so you could like see something interesting in the meantime. I don't know if this is interesting at all. But yeah, that was part of it too, was that he was there for her and the catalyst for her adventure, and also just like, you know, helping her along the way. And I just gotta say, maybe the support to her protagonist. But I know he gets all the credit for being the protagonist, but even if so, I thought he was like a nice welcome change between a couple of the games, you know, Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy VIII. Like he was able to kind of bring a nice energy, which we didn't see in the protagonist around him. So that was welcome. And yeah, like I enjoyed just this game in general. So that's all there. Is he cool to pull? I think definitely, like, if you're building your win team, if you like Final Fantasy IX, absolutely. I think he's going to be a great unit and fun. And just look at him, like he looks like super inspired and super determined. He's got like Mage Mashers, Final Fantasy IX versions, like wielding from both hands. He's doing that dual wielding thing. We don't get the dual wielding mechanic in in War of the Visions like we do in FFBE. But that's what he's doing, man, and he looks super cool doing it. So yeah, there's a tail on there, and my action figure, we could take the tail off or we could stick it back in, and you know, you can't do that here, it's just in. And we like to talk about what drink these characters would like. I gotta say, of course, we gotta go with rum, because he's all about that lifestyle, and rum daiquiri, like banana daiquiri, maybe. But you know, maybe that's pigeonholing him too much. But he is fun. I've always just, you know, I have a fondness for this game, and I had a lot of fun playing it. And like I said, it was my last Final Fantasy that I could really play innocent, slightly innocent of absolute adulthood and responsibility. And then after that, I was not able to commit for a couple of years. So I don't know. Yeah. So cool to pull. Yes, Zidane, you are cool to pull. And I guess do we have to? Do we have to talk about this? Under the red and blue moons. This is the VC. I'm really confused by these hollow vision cards. Are they going to be the only vision cards we get now? They're all going to be hollow. Hologrammy. Not hollow, but this one's going to give elemental chain resistance up 36, critical hit rate up 30, for spear, bow, dagger, and mace. And Garnet, of course, is mace, and then Zidane's going to be dagger. But the spear and bow, that's a little bit wild. Oh, and then what else? Oh, unit attack resistance up 20. Unit attack is always great. And then critical damage up 25, limited content. This is where it gets really confusing. All this stuff for the Hollow VCs, I'm confused. I don't know what to do with myself. But I just want to read this. This is what I want to read. Let's read it. The Tantalus Theater Troupe arrived in the Kingdom of Alexandria to perform as part of the celebration for Princess Garnet's birthday. Tantalus's true identity, however, was that of a band of thieves, and their true aim was to kidnap the princess. Meanwhile, a young black mage who had arrived to see the play, Vivi, was at a loss when his ticket was discovered to be a fake. Zidane, Garnet, and Vivi, while each grappling with their own feelings, are pulled into a grand adventure with a crystal at the center. I do love it. I love it a lot. And again, like, one of the things I loved most about Garnet was the fact that she affected like her own adventure, and you know, whether or not it was intended to start out that way or not, she took life in the palm of her hands, and she squeezed it, and she went for it. So she's always been very, very special to me. So I've always loved her. Anyhow, so that's that I guess is all I have to say about this week. Apparently there's going to be a sneaky snake Moraga that we get to attack with each other. We get to do it. Well, we get to team up with each other and do it. So that's a fun thing. I look forward to that. I had a ton of fun doing the Realm Scourge with the folks in the guild, and we had fun getting everybody across the finish line that wanted to get there. So if that's something you're interested in, we do have a spot open in the guild if you're down for that. So come join us and let's go get that sneaky snake together. We're down for that. And I really love this subsystem that crept in. So I kind of like keeping a couple openings. But we would love to have somebody else jump in and join us. So if you're down for that, please do. So Grayskull is our guild, and I'll put our Discord link as well at the end. I don't know, this whole conversation seems really YouTubey, and so I gotta get out of here before I throw up on myself. But I wouldn't do that. That's disgusting. Why would I ever do that? That's nasty. Ugh. Ugh. I always find it. No, this conversation is enough. Go out of here. Let's go look at Celeste. See what she'll probably tell us to just stop, because she's really good at that. Do you want us to stop, Celeste? Yeah, she's embarrassed by me already. All right. Well, sorry. Yes. So, joke's on y'all. See you in a couple days. Talk about Vivi. But otherwise, awkward goodbye. And as always, cheers.